A lockdown looms for Victoria as the North Melbourne cluster climbs to 15 cases. A further 6 infections confirmed, 5 are co-workers of a previous case.
It's good that everyone is linked at this stage, but we are concerned about the number and also about the kind of exposure sites.
Exposure sites have been declared in the regional town of Bendigo. Popular city bars and clubs also potential breeding grounds for COVID-19. The AFL has been thrown into chaos after an infected person attended Sunday's match between Collingwood and Port Adelaide. Thousands of fans told to monitor for symptoms. Hundreds may have to isolate. The government confident Friday night's clash at Marvel Stadium will go ahead.
If there's any adjustment that needs to be made based on public health advice, then we'll inform the community of that.
As COVID testing ramps up and panic buying sets in, only time will tell whether more restrictions are needed.
I cannot rule out taking some further action, but we'll update people as soon as we know. It's fair to say that the next 24 hours are going to be particularly critical.
They really need to kind of know whether they've got their arms around this or whether in fact they haven't, and then I think things are going to escalate.
I don't actually think it's warranted. I think we can easily get through this without having a lockdown.
Have a short snap like Sydney, maybe 3 days.
I think that will help to go into lockdown so that we can minimise the number of cases.
And obviously the lockdowns have worked so far.
The latest COVID cluster has sparked an uptick in Victorians getting vaccinated. A state record of almost 16,000 people rolled up their sleeves to get the jab after the initial infections were confirmed. Authorities are hoping those numbers continue.
The concerns about clots, I understand. This is the same vaccine, AstraZeneca vaccine, that's been given to over 20 million people in the UK. So if you're eligible, please come forward now, make a booking.
It follows reports 3 Victorians over the age of 50 within the cluster weren't vaccinated, even though they are eligible. Julia Bradley, Sky News, Melbourne.